More revelation has emerged over speculation surrounding the death of the President General of Ohanaeze, Judge Obiozor. A highly placed chief of Ohanaeze Indigbo confirmed to our correspondent that Obiozor died on December 26th. The chieftain, who wished to be anonymous, informed our correspondent that Obiozor died of a heart-related disease. He, however, said the apex body would not announce Obiozor's death until his family makes the announcement. The source said, in quote, "The man is dead, but it is not our tradition to announce such death. Even when we have such information, we allow the family members to make such an announcement. He died on Monday of a heart-related disease. I'm not specific about where he died, but he traveled abroad and returned to Lagos. I was called in the early hours of December 26th that he died in the early hours. There have been reports and speculations that Obiozor was dead. Amid this speculation, the family is yet to announce Obiozor's death." The Senate has suspended the consideration of a request by President Muhammadu Buhari to approve 23.7 trillion naira that has been spent. The decision to suspend the request was a sequel to a rowdy session carried out by lawmakers who opposed the request and described it as unconstitutional. In a letter to the Senate last week, President Muhammadu Buhari sought the lawmakers' approval of the 23.7 trillion Ways and Means advances. The Ways and Means are advances of funds from the Central Bank of Nigeria to the federal government for emergency funding of delayed receipt of fiscal deficit. The president said the amount has been a funding option to the federal government to cater for short-term or emergency finance to fund delayed government expected cash receipt of fiscal deficit. Flip TV reported how the chamber was thrown into a chaotic session for minutes during the consideration of the report, which was presented by the chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance, Adeola Olamilekan. Many lawmakers who opposed the president's request either said it was against the law or wondered why the National Assembly was not notified when the amount was taken from the Apex Bank. The chaos in the chamber prompted the Senate President Ahmed Lawan to call for a closed-door session which lasted over 30 minutes. Upon resumption, Mr. Adeola tweaked the recommendation on the report. He recommended that the 22.7 trillion naira of the Ways and Means advances be stepped down for further legislative action and for the panel to be provided with the appropriate document. He also recommended that 809.5 billion naira be excised from the additional Ways and Means advances of 1 trillion naira to fund the supplementary budget passed earlier.